Hi everyone, Michelle here. It's my first video. I thought I would just try it because I enjoy watching other weapon chats a lot, and I really enjoy diamond painting. It helps me with my anxiety and de-stress, and it's my absolute favorite thing to do in my free time. So I am working on this is, I believe it's called Woodland Panorama, and it's a really big one from Dreamer Designs. So I got it in a D-stash for a lot better deal than it would have been to buy it off the website, because it would have been like over $100. So it's a really yeah, I don't really know the measurements. I don't see it on this side, but yeah, it's Woodland Panorama by Dreamer Designs. I'm really enjoying it so far. Like, it's, yeah, I'm really enjoying this canvas. I can already see, like, there's a unicorn, squirrel already, and I seem to be getting through it pretty quick. I mean, for me, I'm not a super fast diamond painter, so, oh my gosh, I hate it when the putty does that. Okay. It's the only thing. I just hate when the putty okay. Alright, let me fix that. So yeah, I noticed, the more I enjoy working on a canvas, the easier I want to work on it, and I have a hard time going to bed. Like, you get going on a good little run, and before you know it, it's like hours have passed, and like, oh, okay, gotta go to bed because I gotta get up super early for work. So I do work full-time at a school. And no, I'm not a teacher. I do not have enough patience for that. I work like in an office type setting. I work in a high school. So yeah, it's not too bad. I've noticed that, the older I've gotten, the more of an early bird I am naturally, but I live in Arizona, like the desert part of Arizona, not North Arizona where it's nice and beautiful and green and they get, rain and stuff. No, I live in like the desert part where you hardly get any rain. It's hotter than Hades' butt. I don't know. It's just so flippin' hot. Like, I got in my car the other day from work. It's like 125 degrees in my car. I'm like, oh my God, it's terrible. I do not like the heat. I know I'm in the wrong state. But my son's a senior this year, and I don't want to be taking him out, of school when he's, no. So, he's doing good, and I'm not gonna be a douchebag parent and do that, I don't love this state, but I don't know. Anyways, I really do not like it. I don't like the heat, and it is so flippin' hot. Like, the summers here are, oh my God. Like, you have to hide in your air conditioning. It's just so bad. Mind you, when everybody else is getting, the really bad cold weather, it's actually nice here. That's the time when it's like, 70 degrees and beautiful outside, and you can actually, go for a walk or do something inside and not have to hide in the air conditioning like that. But during the summer, it's terrible. And I do miss the change of seasons. I mean, I miss fall colors and spring colors and seeing some rain, you know. It's just like hardly ever rains. It's just all the time, just sunny and hot, sunny and hot. And you can't grow anything because the sun just kills everything, and unless you're going to spend a ton on your water bill, yeah, it's just, I tried. It's just, I do like to garden and grow stuff, but it's, oh my gosh, I had some roses. I was just, even the desert plants that are supposed to do good here, they're suffering. It seems like every year that I'm out here, it just, I don't know, it seems like it gets hotter. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm trying not to complain, but yeah, I do not like being hot. And it stinks because I have 3 dogs, and I really like to take them for a walk, you know. Especially I like to take them on the walk in the morning before I go to work. And then I'd like to take them, you know, after I get home from work or in the evening when it starts to cool down. But it seems like ever since June, it just doesn't. It just does not cool down. I tried taking them out. Like it was almost 8 o'clock at night when you still got a little bit of like before the sun goes down, and it was just still so hot that my stomach I thought I was going to get sick. And I mean, even the dogs were having a hard time, and then you got to worry about their paws, because you know, like my husband says, the cement holds heat for hours after. It's just, yeah, it's terrible for the poor, you know. And of course, one of my dogs is a German Shepherd. So she needs walks. She's a hyper doggy. She needs walks. She needs exercise. And it's like, okay. Yeah. So it's been a little bit of struggle with her because she's got all this pent up energy. She's not even a year old yet. She'll be a year, we figure, somewhere in December. So she's still, you know, a young puppy and just needs exercise and needs to stretch her legs, and it just stinks right now because it's so flippin' hot. And I mean, in order for me to try to do it, I have to get up at like 4:30 in the morning to be able to try to get in a nice 45-minute walk before work with them. And that's basically the only time I can do it right now, because I can't do it after work and I can't do it in the evening because it just stays so hot for so long. And I'm not going to walk them when it's pitch dark because we have a lot of coyotes around us. And even though I have a big German Shepherd, I also have a small Chihuahua that coyotes are known for just scooping them up and running off with them. So I'm like, I don't really want to chance that. So, yeah, and having to get up at 4:30 in the morning to try to walk them for 45 minutes, which I feel better when I do that. I really do. I mean, I feel better, but it's just so hard. Like, I'm a morning person naturally. Like, I'll naturally wake up probably around 6 something, 7-ish. On my own, but 4:30's like, yeah, that is so hard to do. And, you know, then have enough time to get all my crap ready to go to work and, you know, get my coffee, my whatever I'm going to snack on for breakfast on the go, and get the lunch packed and like all that stuff. It's just really hard. I mean, I have managed to do it a lot of mornings, but there's like this week, oh my gosh, I did it Monday morning, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, for like 4 days in a row now, I have just overslept. Oh, excuse me. You know, I hear my alarm and I'm just like, no. I don't want to get up. I'm tired. I have a really hard time falling asleep too, and I'm a very sound sleeper, so I'll wake up a lot. And any little noise that I hear, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. So I'm a very light sleeper, so I have, problems falling asleep anyway, so that doesn't help, having at 4:30 in the morning, but yeah, I don't know, it just stinks right now because that's my only option to walk them because it's so hot. I mean, that's basically the only time that I can breathe and not pass out. And even the dogs, I'll notice the dogs will struggle before I will, and that's, you can tell their tongues hanging out and they're just get tired a lot faster. So yeah, and I can't do that because I'm not a cruel person to my animals. I love my animals. They're my fur babies. So yeah. I also have 3 cats, which, well, 2 of them are mine. One of them is my mom's, but I ended up with it because my Nana does not like cats at all. So yeah, it just was causing problems over there. So me being the bleeding heart for animals, I'm like, no, I'll take it. And all of my cats, I have a doggy door, so they will go outside. And they're just, especially 2 of them, my mom's and Jasper, our cat Jasper, and my mom's cat Rocky. They're free, just wild little spirits, and they're always going outside. And yeah, I'm just oh my gosh, because like I said, there's coyotes around here, and all the time see them running from coyotes, and you think they learn and keep their butt inside. No, they just constantly go out there and taunt them. Because my house is in a neighborhood where on my right side I'm by one of these little neighborhood parks. So I only have a neighbor on the left, and this neighborhood park is full of little bunny rabbits, which are there, come out when it gets a little darker, and in the early mornings. They're so cute, tons of little bunny rabbits. But then, yeah, that draws a lot of coyotes, so yeah. And then of course my cats have also been known to bring in a baby rabbit or 2 through the doggy door, a bird. Even our other cat, that he doesn't really go outside too much anymore. He brought in a baby snake one day. We're like, oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, the stuff these cats bring in, I'm like, what in the world? I don't know, but I don't know. I've always had a cat. Ever since I was a little girl, I've just always had cats. I don't know. They're just very comforting to me. I can't tell you how many times I've, the cat is attacked a spider or some sort of bug or something that could have bit us, or it's just, I like having them around because I know if something's moving and slithering or anything, it's gonna find it and get it. I had one cat. I don't have this cat anymore, but that cat had found a nice sized scorpion in not this house, but a previous house we rented here. So yeah, and we've had some black widows, yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. Drill fell. So yeah, cats are just, they're very comforting to me. I feel better having them around. I love their purrs and just, I do. And of course, all my cats are, they're all male. I just have better luck with male cats. And yes, they are all neutered, because they have to be neutered, or they have that god-awful, I don't know, what do you call, spraying or whatever they do to mark their territory, that is like the worst smell. So yeah, they definitely get neutered as soon as they can, because that's just, ugh. So yeah, and then my dogs, they're all girls. I don't know, that's just the way it ends up. I guess I just, my grandfather, he had always, it just always stuck in my head that, female dogs were more loyal and protective. And I mean, I don't know, and that's just something I have stuck in my head from him. I mean, I know plenty of people that have male dogs, and, they'll disagree. And, it's fine. It's just when you're when you're raised with somebody saying something all the time, excuse me, that had a lot of impact on your life, it just kind of sticks in your head. So, and I don't know, it just kind of works out that way. So, yeah. Other than that, I guess I have one son. His name is Nathan. And he is a senior this year. So it's a big year. I don't think it still really hasn't fully hit me. Because I'm like, okay, I don't know. It just hasn't hit me. And I don't know. See what kind of things he's going to do with his life. He really enjoys acting and theater, and I think he wants to do something along the lines of screenwriting or directing, or something to do with film, TV, movies, media, along those lines. It really seems to catch his interest. And he's been in a school play like every year since I want to say the 4th grade. And yeah, every year you just, so much improvement. It's like, oh wow. He had played Mr. Green in Clue, at the school play. They did, last year was one of the plays, and oh my god, he just did so good. His acting's like, wow. I'm like, wow, he is so talented. Yeah. Yeah, I know, if you can't tell, I'm very, very proud mom. Very blessed with him. He's a really good kid, and he's got a really good head on his shoulders. He's very mature for his age. He also, he goes to a youth group. Really likes the church he's going to. So he goes to youth group on a Wednesday night, and then he'll go to church on Sunday morning. And he got introduced to all this from a friend at school, I think in, was it 6th or 7th grade when he started going to that school. And the friend was like, hey, you should come this night. And, he did. And ever since then, like, oh my gosh, that youth group has just been such a good positive impact on his life. And it just amazes me all the time, because, I'm baptized Catholic and everything, and I do believe in God and, a higher power and angels, and I believe in, all that stuff, but I'm just not, I don't know, I'm just not a church person. I have tried a couple times, but it's just not me, and my husband's kind of the same way, and which, everybody, I just think everybody needs to have their own freedom to do with their religion as they want, like just whatever. And that's what, because people all the time ask me, well, like, well, did you baptize your son, or did you, are you all? So, no, I let my son let him do or be what he chooses to be. So I mean, I give him complete freedom with that. And it's just, I find it just kind of funny that he's, he'll preach, or he'll say, well, I'm not so much preach, but he'll just say like wise, insights, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here's this kid who's like 17, and he's like, he'll remind me sometimes, and he'll be like the most forgiving, or have this big heart about something, and I'm just like, oh wow. I said, you know what, you're right, that should be how, just how it should be, or how you should look at it. Like, I don't know, he's just like so wise when it comes to stuff like that. I'm like, okay, and this is my kid. I'm somebody that definitely did not put that in his head, and he just, I don't know, he kind of found it on his own through his friend, and he really enjoys what he's doing with it. And I'm just like, it just amazes me, and it's just been such a good positive thing in his life. And so I'm definitely blessed. Like I said, I work in a high school, and I see all sorts of oh my gosh, the stuff you see kids get into trouble about. And it's just, I'm not going to go into any details because, of course, privacy. But it makes me appreciate my son even more when I see this stuff some of these kids are in or on, or the way they treat their parents. It's like, man, I'm so blessed with him. Yeah, it just blows my mind. A lot of the generation today is just like, oh wow, it's kind of scary. It makes you just really worry about the future. Like, oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, so that's it's about him. My husband, he's a good, very good, supportive. He's very supportive. We've been together for, oh my gosh, a long time. Probably like, I'm trying to do the math without bringing my age out here. Over 30 years we've been together. We've been married for like, 23, September 2nd will be 23 years been married. But we've been together for over 30. So we've been through a lot together, and I can't imagine my life without him. He's definitely, been my rock when I needed it. We got each other, that's what makes it work. It hasn't always been rainbows, and we still like, I'll still get frustrated with him, and we'll still have like silly little arguments, but it's just, it's like, what couple doesn't? Come on. But they're silly little arguments, and at the end of the day, it's like, okay, whatever. But I am definitely thankful and grateful for him, because he's a really good man and very supportive. He works hard. He's got that, man mentality that he's got to, bring home the bacon, and most of the pressure to pay the bills is on him, because I make pennies at my job. My job, or work for a school, we're very underpaid, right? There's nice things about working for the school, though. You have your summers off, so you get a little bit of a break. Like, I get like a month and a half. That's nice. And there's a lot of, holidays, 4-day weekends. Of course, it's not paid, but that's the trade-off, right? And then they also, here in Arizona, they take out, I don't know if every state does this for education, but Arizona, they take out like I forget what it's called, like retirement something. They take out a certain percentage, which amounts to be I don't know, like over at least 120 out of each check of mine. So that, it's a good little chunk, but they put it away. So, I've been told when you retire, it's like a second paycheck you're getting that they match if you're there for so long. So I guess it's a good thing in the long run, but in the time being, it's like you definitely feel it. Excuse me, getting a drink of water. Let's see what else. Oh, my son and husband are out right now. So that's why I'm attempting to film this and see how it comes out. Because I would like to get a little YouTube channel going just because I know how much I enjoy watching WIP chats, and I kind of like not so much always watching it, but just having it as background noise when I'm doing this. It just kind of make you feel like somebody else is, when they're diamond painting with you, or just talking about stuff that's related. So yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna try it. Usually I'm more of a listener and less of a talker. So yeah, I always tell people that I save all my people skills for work and all my social skills. So when I come home, my social battery's just, I'm like, I'm home, I'm not going nowhere, I'm not going out. Just leave me alone, everybody. No. Seriously, yeah, that I'm in a position where I have to deal with a lot of kids and parents like all the time. So it's very much social interaction, which I do, I do love my job. Oh, I put too much on this, but it is very, oh, I need to load this up with some more wax. It's like, or not wax, but putty. It's just very mentally draining for somebody like me that's, I'm more on the introverted side. I'm not a social person. I don't like crowds, or I don't even like going to the grocery store because I feel like there's like always somebody like just right there, just it's like, oh my gosh. And then too, also where I live, when we moved here like back in 2013, there's a lot less people than there is now. I mean, this area has just grown so much, and it's so just packed. I keep putting too much on this for what I think I'm doing. So yeah, it's like basically there's one grocery store in this town that is like just grown like a weed. And so you try to go to the grocery store and it's just like, oh my God, just people everywhere. And it's like, no, no, no. I mean, if I can do a pickup order or something, I will. Where I can just drive up and pick it up. But I'm not going to pay a fee. I mean, I only do them when I have a coupon for like, $15 off, or, free pickup or whatever. Yeah, I'm always trying to look for deals and coupons, and I don't like paying fees and shipping and all that, like stuff like that. Just, I'm like, no, I just really don't like that. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, social battery, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm just not, I need my alone, well, not so much alone time, just home away from the outside world, especially after work. And yeah, I just, that, and I know my patience level has definitely gotten less as I've gotten older. And I can keep my composure to a point, but then some people just get really stupid. And if they come at me with an attitude, I'm gonna be like, you're gonna get what you give. So like I said, I use up all my you know, people skills don't work. When I'm off, I'm like, all right, here's the real me. You're going to give me attitude. I'm going to give you attitude back. So yeah, I'm just, I don't deal with crap. Maybe when I was younger, I dealt with a lot. I'm just like, you know what? At this age, no, I don't have to. And I'm just not about it. I don't like drama. I don't like the people that are just, extra and, oh my God, it's like, calm down, just, I don't know. I don't want to be around it. Don't want to be in it. So yeah, I mean, if I don't have to, like I said, most of the time I'll send my husband will go to the store and I'll just tell him like, oh yeah, while you're there, can you pick me up like creamer or, whatever. Drink a ton of coffee, so I like my creamers. I mean, as a matter of fact, tonight, like him and my son went to a concert. Like Def Leppard came in town, which I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Def Leppard, and I think Journey was with them, and I love Journey. I love all sorts of music, so as long as it's tasteful music, I'm all over the place. But and they got tickets, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I just can't. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love their music, but I just can't see myself paying to go and be in a crowded area where I already know where you're going to have to park like far away from where you're going to have to walk, and it's hot out. And yeah, I'm just like, no. And then have just people surrounding me, and I'm just, you know what? I'm like, I'm good. I love their music and everything, but I'm good. I don't want to put myself through all that because I already know. I know myself. I know I'm going to get irritated at somebody like, all up in my butt or something and just be like, oh my God, get away. I don't, because some people just, they have no sense of, I don't know, like they'll just be all like they're in your face and it's like, oh my God, what the heck? I mean, I'm not like one of these people that's like really extremely, oh gosh, what do you call it? Like a germaphobe or something. And it's not, I mean, it's not so much about that. It's just, I just need my distance and my space. Like I said, I'm just like that. I'm very introverted. And it's just very uncomfortable for me. And I know I wouldn't enjoy myself. And I'm just, you know what? I used to, when I was younger, I would all the time do stuff that I didn't feel like doing or I just really wasn't down with just to make like my husband happy or whoever happy, that asked or whatever. And I'm like, screw that. I'm not doing that no more. Like I got to take care of my own mental being too. Like I just, I got to listen to myself and take care of me. And that's just, I'm not there. That's not me. So, I mean, but yeah, I'm just like, I'm over it. You know, yeah, God, my husband would like to go fishing all the time when we used to live in Missouri, like, and I freaking hated it. Like I hated fishing. Like I never understood the point of just sitting there and like not catching nothing and you're just getting yucky and gross and hot and it stinks. And I don't know. So, but I would always go and do it, because that's what he wanted to go and do. And I'm like, the person I am now is like, no, I'm good. You and Nathan want to go do, I mean, that's like boy stuff anyways. I'm like, I'm good, like, I'm good at home being with my animals and just diamond painting and listening to, WIP chats or unboxing or whatever, is out there diamond painting related. Like, there's so many content creators now, and there's always something new up. I know I've subscribed to a lot of channels. There's a few content creators that I don't subscribe to all of them because some of them I'm just like, just not, something for me, but there's a lot. So yeah, gosh, trying to think what else. I was hearing my dog whine in the background. I didn't know if you guys could hear that, but that was my little Luna. She's my little, well, they call it a chip pin. She's a Chihuahua / Min Pin with black and tan. She's little though. She's like, I think like 8 pounds. Yeah. So yeah, I think what else right now? Yeah, it's just Friday evening. Like I said, it's, you know, end of a work week, so I'm just at home and being comfortable in my pajamas, you know. That's another thing. I come home, I'm like, I immediately change into my comfy clothes, or, you know, I just want to be home and be comfortable and, you know, just, yeah, just chill in my own home and just stay cool in the air conditioning, because it's so flippin' hot outside, which I'm sure I've said 5 million times, but it really is. It's miserable. Yeah. So I don't know what else right now. I just wanted to, yeah, do this little video and see how it turned out, and see if maybe it's something that would sound good or look good, or I don't know. Because I know, yeah, I know I really enjoy listening to WIP and chats, and, you know, sometimes watching the stuff that, but yeah, and I'm really enjoying this diamond painting right now. It's really, I'm liking it, watching it come to life, and I really like it. I know I hear a lot of mixed reviews about Dreamer Designs, but oh my gosh, I lost some gels there. I do have an older canvas that I'm working on. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of that one. It's one by Reagan Kubacek. I can't think of the name of it, but it's the one where she's got like the pyramid behind her. The girl, she's like really cute, really pretty. I'm working on that. I have that one in my bedroom now. I got diamond paintings all over the place, and I have little stations set up all over. I have a little recliner chair in my bedroom that I have that one. So when I'm in there, I'll work on that. But yeah, that's an older canvas, and I mean, I can feel, you know, you definitely feel the difference in the canvas material. And I don't know, it seems like maybe there's a little more gapping in the squares, but I mean, not so much that it bothers me, because I mean, like I said, I've heard people say, like, you know, oh, the newer ones, less gapping, and but you know, like, whatever, you know, people are always going to say or talk about something, and everybody's going to have a different opinion. So, but yeah, I mean, I do like this new canvas material that they have now. It's like the soft cloth back. I do like this better than that other one. I mean, the other one still works, but I do like the new one. But yeah, I mean, I've never had any problems with Dreamer Designs. I don't know, and a lot of people like always like say something about them though, but I'm like, I don't know. I haven't had problems. I mean, I do have to say though that not too much stuff seems to come out that, you know, just sparks me as like, oh my gosh, I've got to have that one. I mean, I have a couple kits that I got that, you know, I was like, oh, you know, that some kids just like, oh, you know, I really, really like that one. And I'm trying to be more picky, because yeah, oh my gosh, I need to go through and destash again. Yeah, my closet is like, I've got some, yeah, they're just all over right now. I need to reorganize. I need to reprioritize, go in there and see which ones I really want, and just destash, because there's no way I'm going to have time to do all the ones I have in there. Like, there's just no. And I know there will be other ones that come out that I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that one. So yeah, you know I have some in there I need to let go of and destash. Because when I first started diamond painting, oh my gosh, I was like buying from everywhere and everything I saw, like, you know, it was nobody's business. Like, just, oh, that's pretty and that's pretty. And just, you know, and I'd go on YouTube and watch all these reviews and be like, oh, that came out so pretty. I need to get that one, you know, like, even if it, like, it was, yeah, it was a pretty one, but it's not one that I was like, that's when I figured out, like, okay, I need to be way more picky because I'm like spending way too much money that I, you know, just, yeah, it's embarrassing. And, you know, and I'm never going to be able to do all the ones that I have. And like I said, if other ones come out that I love that artwork, then I'm going to want to get that. So I need to go through and just, if I don't just absolutely love it and see myself doing it anytime soon, then I need to destash it because, yeah, it's like, it's a problem. Yeah, when I first found it, man, I went crazy. I think my very first kit I ever bought from a premium company was from Dreamers Designs. And it was, I believe it was Guiding Light. I don't think they have it anymore. It was like a real pretty house. I don't can't remember if there was a lighthouse in there too, but I know there was a pretty house, and there was the skyline was just beautiful with the water. Oh my god, I so need to put some more yeah, I need to just quit messing around and put some fresh wax. But the skyline was, you know, by the water. And sorry, trying to move these drills around because I've been putting off like, oh, I can get some more use out of this wax. No, I need to put more on. So yeah, skyline had this eagle fly. It's real pretty, but I believe it's called Guiding Light. I think it might have been, maybe it was an Abraham. Was it Hunter? I don't remember exactly right now. I'd have to look, but like have to look it up because I don't have it anymore, which I wish I wouldn't have. But sometimes, you know, I'll get in these like, oh my god, I've got way too much. I need a destash, and I'll go through and look at stuff and be like, okay, I don't absolutely love that one. I don't really need to keep it. So I ended up destashing it, and now you can't get it. Like, oh, but you know, I don't know. That was it's hard because I had mixed feelings on that one. That's like one of those ones. It's like so beautiful, and I'm like, it's so pretty, but I honestly can't see myself doing it like it's not one that I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do that one. It's so pretty. I want to see what it looks like. You know, possibly put it up on my wall. Some of these I put up on my wall. Some of them, you know, I just like, I plan on storing in a, like either a book or, I don't know, I've seen all sorts of ways to store. So I plan on doing that with a lot of them too, because I don't want to like, I mean, I have some on my walls already, but I don't want to make my walls like so cluttered and everything. So I'm just like the ones that, I don't know, I'll figure it out when I get to all that. But yeah. But you know, honestly, that one, that's not one that I can honestly look at and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that one. I want to do it like right now. And that's how I'm trying to be now. So that's like, I've done these stashes before and try to have that mentality to think about it like, okay, do I want to do it? Like, would I want to kit it up like, you know, soon and be excited or eager like this one? Like, this one is coming out just so pretty, and I think that's why, like, I'm moving through it a little faster than normal. It's because, like, I'm just liking how it's coming to life, and it's pretty, and it's really enjoyable. So, you know, it makes you want to work on it instead of just sit there and kind of procrastinate about it. So yeah, I sit here and I say like, oh, I wish I wanted to destashed it. But then when I sit here and think about it, I'm like, you know, it was such a pretty piece, but I don't know if I ever really would have worked on it, you know? So, oh man, is that going to be enough putty? I don't know. I might have took too much out. We'll see. But yeah, so like that. But anyways, that was my first diamond painting from a premium company. Was God, I want to say Daylight. Did I say? I don't know. It had an eagle, and yeah, it was a Dreamer's Designs, and it was the first one. I was like, oh my gosh, you know. And I really think all the pretty hues of the sky is what really caught my eye first. Was like the blue ocean, and then it was like the sky, you know, purple and yellow and pink, and I love purples and blues, my favorite colors. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I feel like I need maybe I'll brew me some coffee here in a minute. That sounds good. It always sounds good for coffee. It's like always a good time. Shoot. Yeah, I don't think I put enough on here, but anyways. Yeah. So, yeah, I do. I need to go through and de-stash because it's definitely a problem. And I do need to be more fussy and picky about what I'm getting. And I mean, I even have some that I'm like, there's like one little thing I won't like about the canvas, and I'll be like, oh, it's okay. I'll just like alter it, you know? So it's like I like, you know, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just like, some of them I look at, it's like, okay, it wouldn't be too much of a hard fix, right? But then you know, some of them are like, because you know, you're going to have to change out a lot of colors or, you know, some of them it seems like wouldn't be too difficult, but some, oh man, I got way too much putty on this end and not enough on the other end. Ugh. So yeah, I really need to stop doing that too, because I'll end up, you know, I need to just be more stricter and be like, okay, if I don't absolutely love everything about it, or, you know, most stuff, I mean, it's got to be like a pretty simple fix. I know I'm probably driving you guys crazy because I'm like, did I put that in the right spot? And now this is sticking. Because, yeah, I have several paintings where I got it and I'm like, oh, I just don't like this element about it. But I'll just, you know, I'll cover it up or I'll put this color there. I'll change it up. And I don't know, like, I've done some alterations before on my canvases, but nothing like that was too difficult. Like little things like on for example, like Warm Witch by Diamond Art Club. Let me see, the coffee cup she holds, it was supposed to be like a white or creamish color, and I just thought it would just blend in way too much with the rest of the colors because it's kind of a neutral color painting. So I changed it up to like a real pretty light purple lavender, like AB. And I really liked the way that looked. Like it added some pretty color to it, but it wasn't like, you know, like too bright, and it just worked out nice. It's like a light purple AB. It's pretty. And then another one, I think it's Tea Time Spell. I got that one from Diamond Art Club also. The earrings, her earrings are like gold moons, but it was kind of like the outline of a moon. And I just feel, I didn't really like how that looked. So I just, instead of just it being an outline, I just filled in like the whole moon. And I think it came out nicer like that. So like little easy things like that I've done, but nothing major. And some of the paintings that I've bought that I'm like, oh, that's so pretty, but I just don't like that. So I'm just going to, you know, take it out or change it up, or, you know, I don't know. I really got to look at those canvases and see if it's something I can actually see myself doing, or if it's going to be too much work than what it's worth. You know, for example, I do not like skulls. I just don't. But a lot of the artwork, a lot of the paintings that that I purchased, like a lot, for example, a lot of oh my gosh, Persephone's. You know, there's always skulls because that's just, you know, that's the artwork. So, like, I'm like, oh, maybe I can change the skulls to just look like white rocks, big white rocks or something, or some glittery rocks. So I don't know. I don't like skulls. So stuff like that, like if it has a skull in it, or oh gosh, I don't know what the proper name is for it or anything, but if you see a lot of these, like, they're like real pretty girls or women, and they have like the antlers coming out of their head. Like, I don't like that. Like, like, they're so pretty, but it's like, oh, why are there antlers coming out of their head? That just, so, I'll be like, oh, okay, if I could just take, like, not put the antlers and make it just blend in with whatever's going on with it. But some of these pieces, like, there's so much different colors and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could, like I said, I really got to look at the canvas and see, like, because I want it to look good. I don't want it to look like, you can tell that, it's just, you can tell that it's out of place or whatever. So, yeah, I really do need, and that's going to be time consuming and energy consuming. And right there. I know, and I'm just like, man, why do I do this to myself? I'm always like, okay, be pickier, be choosier, so I don't have to do destash and don't feel guilty about, what I got. I just got way too much, and the amount of money, I'll always, look for a coupon code or, sales, try to wait for like better sales, and, but still it adds up, man. Taxes, and then, oh man, there's one company I want to order from right now, but it's like because they have like, basically you buy 4 and you get $60 off, and I haven't bought anything because I've been waiting for a sale, but then it's like, then there was shipping, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I just don't like paying stuff like that. Like, if a lot of these companies, $75 free shipping, and I'll like, I know it's so bad that I'll try to find something that I even remotely like a little just to add to get free shipping. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I hate paying for shipping, and your subtotal is always like so much less by the time they add the taxes. You're like, oh my God. So yeah, everything just adds up way too quick. Even with looking for sales and coupon codes and discount codes, it does. Oh my gosh, I got a whole bunch here. Why did I don't know why I put that color away. I'm not done with it. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm gonna have to put another packet in this one soon. But yeah, and I know I'm not the only one, because I hear a lot of content creators, about their stash, how it is, and talking about that, and even and on the Facebook groups too, a lot of people, well, those kind of problems, like, yeah, I know how that feels. You're doing the same thing, trying to have willpower, and then when you don't, or you're like, man, why did I do that, or I shouldn't have done that, or then you're over there like trying to de-stash, and that's like, I don't know. You never get what you paid for it. Like, you always end up losing money. And then it's just, the shipping, and then, it's just, you don't know if you're going to have to report anything on your taxes, and oh my gosh, it's just like, so, I don't know. That's why I'm like, man, why did I do that? Because now I'm going to have to de-stash, and I'm going to lose money, because, people aren't going to pay. They're going to go on the website and pay that themselves. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be paying an overpriced amount. Nobody wants to do that. I don't understand it when you see some of these, I don't know. And I don't want to, it's just, I'm just going to say, I'm in a lot of de-stash groups too, and, you will see some posts where people ask some prices that you're like, wow. Like, okay, you know, I'm not price shaming or anything, but, you know, I mean, if there weren't people out there that would pay that, I guess they wouldn't, you know, there wouldn't be a market for it, I guess. I mean, me personally, I just, like, I couldn't do that. I mean, I would never spend like this, you know, like, I like this kit. It's just a very big kit, but it does cost, like, oh my gosh, I think, was it 109? Maybe new on Dreamers Designs. I mean, don't quote me. I think, I just remember it's over 100. And, like, I just kind of wish listed because, like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I'll try to wait for, like, a, you know, good sale or something. And then it went out of stock. I was like, oh, you know, but that's a lot of money, you know, like, I don't want to spend that, you know, much on one painting. But then, yeah, like I said, I found it in a de-stash group. And I paid, you know, probably about $30 less than I would have, you know, on the website, at least. So, yeah. You know, like, yeah, I'm always looking out for deals and stuff, because that's just, some prices are just outrageous. I'm like, oh my God. And I just couldn't do that. I think the most I've ever asked for a kit that I was de-stashing was $100, but that was, like, including shipping in the US. And it was like a kit that had already been archived, and yeah, like, a lot of people were looking for this kit, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it go, because it was one of those kits where I liked it, but there was so many things with it that I wanted to rechart or whatever, or change it, because I didn't like something about it, and I'm just like, and it was, you know, I could tell it was going to be a lot to have to do it, so I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, so I posted it, and of course I got a comment real quick, because there were a lot of other people, like, trying to destash this same kit for a lot higher. And I'm just like, no, because honestly, and then, you know, I was sitting there thinking, like, the kit cost me, like, oh my gosh, it was a bigger kit, so I think it was like $79.99 was the price of the kit when I got it. And then, you know, and so I'm like, really, I wasn't asking too much more, because you figure that with, okay, the shipping cost me at least $15, because it was a bigger kit. You know, I mean, I do use pirate ship, but with the bigger kits, it usually ends up being around $15. And then too, you know, when somebody PayPals you money, PayPal takes a little cut. So it's like, really, yeah. I probably just broke even with that kit, if even that. So yeah, definitely not making a profit. So that's the other, you know, that's what stinks about de-stashing, is you really don't, you know, make a profit. It's like you just got to cut your losses and be like, okay, this is what I get for, just acting on it too fast and not, like, giving myself the 1,000 questions, like, do you really need this? Do you really, you know, if there's something that you want to change about, is this something that is really feasible? Is there going to be so much work? Like, you know, it's like, I got to start thinking about all this. But then too, you know, a lot of these kits, you get what they call the FOMO, because, you know, yeah, it's like, oh, they're released at this time, hurry up and get it. You know, and it's like, man, if you didn't jump on it and get it, that kit was going to be sold out real quick, you know, and then Lord knows how long before it gets restocked, if it even gets restocked. So, you know, that's like a real thing too, that used to be just like, oh my God. So, like, you know, all week, you know, I'll watch the new releases and I'll be like, okay, I'll try to like, okay, do I really, really like this? I'll look at the pictures and, you know, all that. And, you know, and then I'll think, okay, I gotta spend at least $75, you know, or And then, you know, with the discount code and all this, so like I'm thinking, and I'm trying to like work it out in my head so I'm not paying for shipping, but then I'm getting something that I really, really want. Or, you know, see if I have something in my wish list that's not out of stock that I really, really want. Because most of the stuff in my wish list is out of stock. And I don't have that much in my wish list right now. I really only have 2, maybe 3. I know I'm waiting for oh my gosh, what is it? It's the books with the little witch coffee cup. I can't think what it's called right now. From Diamond Art Club. Is it Magic Brew? I don't know. That one is out of stock, and then I'm waiting for the one with all the potions. Like all the individual potions that looks like it's in the concrete wall. I'm waiting for that one to get in stock. Like those are really the only 2 in my wish list. So I have added some little things to my wish list, which I kind of like that Diamond Art Club came out with these like things that are cost a little less, like, you know, the coasters and the little mini kits, because like if you need something just like a few dollars to get you to free shipping, you know, it's like, oh, cool. But then the problem with those is like, oh my gosh, especially with the mini kits, the ones that I like are like, they sell out so fast. So it's like, shoot, you know. But yeah, I've been known to order like a tip before or something. Like, I think that's how I got this tip right here. It's like, oh, I need something for, and I do love these thin metal tips though. I really do. They're like my favorite tips. So yeah, that fear of missing out can really is something I've had to work on. I'm like, okay, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. I mean, if it's something I really, 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 you know, just love, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, I definitely got a lot better than once I first started diamond painting. I kind of went crazy. I was like, oh my God, it's so pretty. You know, and I just really love this, and yeah, I went a little nuts. But yeah. So I don't know how long this has been. Honestly, I have my phone kind of above my head and I can't. Oh, it's actually been a little over an hour. Wow. That went fast. Okay, so hopefully this video came out good and I can actually upload it and then see what happens, you know. Yeah. And plus I really want to get me a cup of coffee, so I want to get up and make a cup of coffee. Maybe listen to somebody's WIP and chat and then just kind of keep continuing on this. So yeah, let me see. I keep like wanting to get to a good stopping point. I'm like, oh, I see another one. Just it's like once I get started on a color, I kind of like want to finish that color that I see. Because that's always one of the things that kind of perturbs me when I do it. Is like, oh yeah, I got all that color in that section, and then like I'll be doing another color. I'm like, oh no, there's like just a random one. I'm like, dang it, I always end up missing, but you know, it's fine. Okay, and just when I thought that was it, I see that. Oh my God. Okay. Jeez. So let's say I do enjoy these squares. I do prefer squares over rounds. I just like how much more detail, and I really love how some, you know, like when they just click into place. Like I find that really satisfying. But I will, like, if I like the artwork, I'll get it. I don't care what it's in, you know, because I know not every company you can choose. It's nice when you can, but yeah. Okay, I think, all right. Yeah, so I think I got that, all those symbols. So I'm gonna call this video, go make myself some coffee, which I probably should have done that before I started this video, but I was just kind of like, let me just set this up and see how this works out. So if, you know, it came out decently, you guys will be seeing this. If not, then maybe I'll try again later. All right. Well, everyone have a good night. Remember, drama's not worth it. Just relax and keep calm and diamond paint, your stress away and anxiety. I don't know. No, it really has helped me a lot. Helps keep my mind busy. Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone.